Hello students, welcome back to MathFace Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll explain selection sort on one-dimensional array. Let's see contents, introduction, selection sort program and dry run, program in the Java environment, and practice exercise. Let's start. Sorting refers to arranging elements of an array or a data structure. We've seen already bubble sort, sorted in ascending order, sorted in descending order, and all primitive types use either less than or greater than operators to sort. Now, two things we need to remember. Sorting requires a nested loop, and the changes made to the array at each pass by the sorting algorithm is permanent. Now, selection sort algorithm. It's a simple algorithm for the processor because it requires fewer number of swap statement compared to the bubble sort algorithm. Now let's see algorithm in ascending order. In selection sort, elements are picked up in the outer for loop, and the picked up element at each pass is considered as the small element. Outer loop, whatever is the outer loop element is considered as small element. And variable small and position store the element and its position in the outer loop. Now the inner loop finds the smallest element in the rest of the array, not the picked up element, and updates the variable small and its position. So, small and position two variables are changed once in outer loop and second time in the inner loop. Now, the outer loop swaps the picked up element with the smallest element, which is found by the inner loop. For example 1, if you see, 5 is picked up by the outer for loop. That is the first element, 0 index. But the inner loop searches for any other smallest in the rest of the array, means from 4, 3, 2, 1, it finds the smallest, that is 1. Now the picked up element in the outer for loop, that is 5, is swapped with 1. If you see, 1 and 5 are swapped. Now, in the second iteration of outer for loop, it picks up the 4 number, that is 1 index. Now the inner loop from 3 to 5, rest of the array, checks is there any smaller element, and smallest it returns, that is 2. Now 4 and 2 are swapped. So the array with 2 swaps sorted compared to some around 10 swaps in bubble sort. Let's see example 2, 15, 42, 31, 2, 10 is the array. Outer loop picks up 15 and inner loop searches for smallest from 42 onwards. 2 is the smallest, so 15 and 2 are swapped. Now outer loop picks up the next element. 2 is in its position according to ascending order. Now 42 is picked up, and what is the smallest in the rest of the array? That is 10. So 42 and 10 are swapped. Now picks up the next element, that is 31. 31 and then smallest is 15. Both of them are swapped. So 15 and 31, by this time the array is sorted with 3 swaps. Now let's understand dry run and the program also. The program is in the right side, but we understand only outer loop, that red colored ones. Array is num 54321, length is 5, 0 to 4 index. Now the outer loop does two things. It sets the values of variables small and pause to the current jth element for int j equals to 0. In the first iteration, small would be num of j. Num is the array, j is 0. At num of 0, 5. 5 is picked up and considered as small, and position is j, that is 0. So sets the values of variables small and pause to the current jth element and its position. And if you see below, after the inner for loop, swap code is also in the outer for loop. So it swaps the current element, that is jth element, which is picked up with the new smallest found by the inner loop. Smallest will be found by the inner loop, that is 1. So swaps 5 and 1. So this is about outer for loop. Now inner for loop, that green text, it finds the smaller element, keeps on finding the smaller element, and finally stores the smallest. And the loop starts k is equal to j plus 1, rest of the array. When j is 0, k is 0 plus 1, that is 1 index onwards. When j is 1, k is j plus 1 again. That means 2 index onwards, 2, 3, 4. And so on and so forth. Finds the smallest first of all, modifies the contents of small and pause variables every time a smaller element is found, and finally finds the smallest and updates small and pause. Now if you see the dry run, the orange colored ones in the picture are the picked up elements in the outer for loop. So first time 0th element, 0th index element. In the next one, 1 index, 2 index, irrespective of contents. 3, third element. See here 4, 4. So small and pause in outer loop are 5, 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3. Smallest in inner for loop in green color over here. So when j is 0, k starts from 1 till 4. Because length is 5. Now when j is 1, the picked up element, k starts from 2, 3, 4. When j is 2 index, at 2 index, k starts searching for the smallest from 3, 4 only. Number of iterations are getting reduced. When j is 3 index, k searches only over here. When j is 4, k is 5, not less than len, not less than 5. So loop condition becomes false. Now, this is the dry run, although it looks very big, very easy to understand. Let's understand the program now. Now for int j is equal to 0, j less than len, j plus plus. Small and pause are updated in the outer for loop with n of j. N is 5431. J is 0 and position is 0. Now inner for loop. Let's understand with the help of dry run right side. j and j less than len. Let's understand those two columns. First time j is 0. 0 less than len, that is 4, less than len. Okay, true, 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 true till 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Fourth time false. And these orange colored text in the dry run is nothing but small and pause which are modified by both the loops. Let's understand. In the outer for loop, small is equal to n of j. J is 0, n of j is 5. Pause is j again, pause is 0. So this is done by the outer for loop. Now the inner for loop starts, k is equal to j plus 1. J is 0, j plus 1 is 1. And this loop should work till n. So k column, if you see, 1, 2, 3 is true when it is 4 false. Now every time if n of k less than small, this is very important, the last column. K is 1. N of k is 4. If n of k less than small in that row, first row, picked up by the outer for loop is 5. So n of k is 4. If n of k is less than 5, true, then small is equal to n of k, pause is equal to k. N of k is 4, so small is updated to 4 and its position 1. Now k plus plus, k becomes 2. 2 index, if n of k, 2 index 3, the number is 3. If it is small, then update. So 3 is smaller, so small has 3 now and position 2. Now k plus plus 3. N of k, that is n array, third index is 1 and small is 3. Is it less? Yes. Then update small and pause 1 and 3. By the time we come out of the inner for loop, small is 1, position is 3. And then swap happens. Before equals to, we talk about the address equals to operator. What does it do? Before equals to address, after equals to value. So in n of pause address, what is pause over here in the first iteration of J3? So in that location, that means last location where 1 is present in the array, write whatever is there in n of j. J is 0, n of j is 5. So swap will swap the contents 1 and 5. Now j plus plus, outer for loop. J is 1 and initially whatever is there in one index will be the small, that is 4 and 1, its position. Then comes k is equal to j plus 1. So 2, 3, 4, these 3 times the inner loop works. And again it is checking n of k less than small. Small is 4 in the first iteration of j, one index of j. K is 2, n of k is 3. Is 3 smaller than 4? Yes. Then immediately update small and pause to 3 and 2. Then k plus plus, k becomes 3. Is 5 less than 3? No. So no updation. 4, when kth loop becomes 4, it is false. So in the outer for loop, swap happens. Swap how does it do? N of pause, that is in the second index area of the n of j is 1. So 3 and 4 are swapped over here. The array is sorted with 2 swaps, but still it checks 4 and 5, the algorithm. And also, there is a problem here which calls for optimization. When j is 2, 4 is picked up, checks the smallest. There is no smallest. So this swap code swaps 4 with 4 only because j and pause are same. So we need to use optimized selection sort, which I'll explain in the next video. Again, 5, there is no smallest. Already the array is sorted. So let's see the program in Java environment. 2 programs, one with integers, second one with double data type. Selection sort. Here, the array is initialized in the main method. When the array is initialized in the main method, we need to send this array as parameter to other methods. There are 2 other methods other than main. One is print, second one is sort. Both of them are static. So no need of creating an object. Now, system.out.println array before sorting, print arr. Print method is called with array as a parameter. Now this arr is sent as call by reference. Objects and arrays are sent as call by reference to the method as a name. Lesson 34, call by reference, I have explained in terms of objects. Link is given in the description box. Now, len is equal to a dot length, whatever the array we are getting, length, and running a for loop starting from 0 to len, less than len, and printing each and every element a of I with /t. Then sort is called because sort permanently changes the array. That's why before that one print statement, before sorting, and after sorting again one more print calling print method. Instead of writing these 3 lines again and again or 2 lines, we have called a method. Okay. Now look at this. If the array is integer, small variable should be integer. Had it been character, small should contain character data type. It has to hold the same data type value. But position and length are always integers. Now outer for loop, very easy if you understand. Int j is equal to 0, j less than len, j plus plus. Small is equal to arr of j and position is j. Picked up element is considered as small. Then next loop, k is equal to j plus 1 in the rest of the loop till len k plus plus. If at all arr of k less than small, small is equal to arr of k, not arr of j, and position is k. In the outer for loop, arr of j and j. In the inner loop, arr of k and k. Inner loop finished, outer loop finished. Then swap code, outer loop. Before finishing outer loop, we swap. In arr of pause, write down whatever is there in arr of j, and arr of j is equal to small. This is a very, very, very easy program. Control K. Let's execute the program. Array before sorting 8, 11, 3, 23. See, duplicates are there. Then 1, 3, 3, 8, 11, 20. No problems, duplicates. This is ascending order. What if we change the symbol in if to greater than, then in descending order, see 2011 8331. Fine. Now selection sort with double data type. The difference is double array and double small. Rest everything is same. Initialized array before sorting displays the method name sort. Sending ARR as a call by reference. Printing. Sending again the array to sort method, and program is very easy. Let's execute. This is double data type array 95.4, and this is the unsorted array, but 28.5, 49, 73, 91, 95 sorted. Let's see a practice exercise here. Write a program to read an array of 8 integers from the user and sort the elements of the array using selection sort. Then read 5 characters, sort using selection sort. Read. Initialize with these elements in main method and sort the elements using selection sort. That means method calling with array as a parameter is required over here. Refer chapter 7 of Essentials of Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. And the next video is on selection sort on strings. Thank you.